Hi there, Evan here at the Chronicle for Friday, April 3rd, 2020, where that future starts today. Two things I'm going to cover quick. First, the US jobs report for March came out. It was bad. We all knew it was going to be bad. The unemployment rate does seem low though. Here's why. For this report, all the data is collected by the middle of the month. And the last 2 weeks of March, we saw 6.5 million people apply for unemployment in the US, which would have been after all the stats were collected for the March jobs report. Based on this, we all know the unemployment rate is already double digits, about to get a whole lot worse, and that's all going to appear in the April report. If you want more info on how they collect the data, I'll leave a link in the description down below to the video I did for the February jobs report. It'll go more in depth into this. And the last story I'm going to cover today, or whatever this is, the Toronto Star put out a piece where realtors are telling you it's going to be a V-shaped recovery, this is going to be short-lived, everything is fine. The first thought I had in my mind when I actually read this piece, if you watch The Big Short, of course there's a scene where Mark goes to Vegas, the real estate agent's driving him around, telling him everything is fine. That's exactly the first thing I thought of. If you can find that clip, watch it. It emphasizes this article perfectly. Now look, I can go on all day about how unemployment has affected things. Taken away the buyer pool, people have lost their jobs, can no longer service their mortgages, are forced to sell. Landlords have seen tenants no longer be able to pay rent because they've lost their jobs. They can no longer hold the units. They're forced to sell. There's also people that have already purchased new builds and have to sell their current home to move on in, whatever it is. All that is not going away. And yes, the article, which I will link down below if you do want to read it, it's the heads of all these real estate firms being the realtor in that scene from The Big Short. That's all there is to it. And before we go, I'll just state where we are in the market cycle. According to this chart, we're clearly in the denial phase. Okay? All I'm going to say, smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, follow both my accounts on Twitter, and as always, my name is Evan, this is the Chronicle, where the future starts today.